everyone, you are welcome to Prosper Channel TV. Thanks for subscribing to this channel. If you have not, please kindly do so by pressing the subscribe button. Thank you very much once again. God bless you. Buhari under pressure faces hard options. In another 24 hours, Nigeria would have completed the second phase of the lockdown. 14 days to mark 28, imposed on Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, Ogun and Lagos State by President Muhammadu Buhari on the March 29th. Sadly, despite the lockdown designed to flatten the curve of COVID-19, the number of positive cases has continued to climb. But before the lockdown on the March 29th, Nigeria had a total of 111 confirmed cases. But as of 11:30 p.m. on April 24th, Nigeria had recorded a total of 195 confirmed cases with 32 deaths. In Lagos State alone, which is the epicenter, the infection rose from 68 cases on March 29th to 657 confirmed cases on April 23rd. In Ogun, as of March 29th, the state had 3 cases, but as of last Friday, 24 days after 3 were 29 cases, while FCT figure rose from 21 before the lockdown to 133 cases. Also, as of on Friday, we had 27 affected states, as against 12 states before the lockdown. Experts said although the rise was expected, effective lockdown would have helped to flatten the curve. Many Nigerians apparently ignore social distancing as recommended by WHO during epidemic of this nature to make a living amid inadequate palliative by governments. Experts say Lagos alone, being the country's economic hub, loses 108.5 billion per day when activities were down to zero level. In instance, the commercial capital of the nation would have lost over 3 trillion at the end of the 28-day lockdown. The deduction from the views of the experts is that Buhari faces hard option ahead of the expiration of the lockdown tomorrow. According to them, with the increasing number of positive cases, relaxing the lockdown may be disastrous, but Nigerians cannot be locked down indefinitely without appropriate palliatives. The president of the Nigerian Medical Association, NAM, Dr. Francis Faduli, said allowing Nigerians to move around with the increasing number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the community may spell doom. Hence, the need for a well-planned lockdown balanced with palliative. Dr. Francis, who warned that government cannot continue to lock Nigerians down without balanced palliative, said the ongoing shutdown was ineffective because the federal government failed to balance it with fairly distributed palliative. Looking at health situation alone, I will say the lockdown should continue, but you cannot do that alone. You must balance it with economic, socio-cultural issues and security, he said. Government needs to put something in the place for us to have an effective lockdown process. If these things are not in place, lockdown will just be a pronouncement and action will not be taken, and that is the truth, and that is just what is happening. They just pronounced lockdown and there is no proper provision made for the people. So how would you want them to stay? They want to go out, and that is the problem. If they said, okay, relax the lockdown, Hey, Nigeria is going to spare doom, and that is the truth. Yes, good and fine. People are saying, let's go out, let's go out and look for what to eat and all that. There is no issue with that because the government has failed in that aspect. But I'm telling you the truth. Once government relaxed this lockdown and Nigerians started moving out to go and fetch for what to eat, I tell you, Nigeria will spare doom because this COVID-19 will take over everywhere. The NAM top official added that with community transmission going on in two big states, Lagos and Kano, Nigeria has not been able to flaring the cave. He explained that Nigeria was yet to get to a safe position to erase or ease this lockdown, looking at health issues, regretting that the aim of lockdown was to stop transmission of this COVID-19, but it did not happen. According to Dr. Francis, to control the spread of this virus, government needs to put on a thinking cap to find a balance between palliative and lockdown. Sincerely, lockdown is supposed to continue, but it might be difficult if you have not put down necessary plans to ease the pain of the lockdown, he said. For you to lock down, you need to find a way to make people stay at home and eat. The palliative must be distributed fairly, and we need every activity of government towards that. Otherwise, Nigeria may slip into the worst situation. Stating that the increasing number of cases was as a result of increasing tests, Dr. Francis said it was one of the gains of lockdown as it helped Lagos State and the country at large to discover the communities. For the virus to be contained, Aliyu added that Nigerians should continue with the lockdown, social distancing and self-isolation, lamenting that the lockdown has not been highly efficiently as many cases are recorded and people have failed to comply with the stay at home. He said government must put in place measures to ensure that people comply. Though we have heard of several efforts to get people palliative, but that of course has not achieved expected results. It is not enough to declare a nationwide lockdown without appropriate preparation and ensuring measures are in place for compliance, and lockdown will not be complied with if people did not get palliative. While calling for extension of the lockdown, Aliyu said if palliative cannot be improved upon, there was no point for extension or nationwide lockdown as people need to survive. According to him, government must do more realistic and honest about this palliative, at least for the downtrodden, before considering lockdown extension. Okay, so hello guys, what's your take on this? Do you think the government should relax the lockdown, or do you think they should allow Nigerians to stay in the house and make a good provision of this palliative? So your opinion is highly appreciated. Somebody is saying here, palliative or no palliative, this country is too big for one government to rule. Sentiments, nepotism, and the likes everywhere. The way out is that everyone should get reasonable cash and government should give dates for each community to shop for their needs with strict monitoring. Okay, directives on gloves, nose masks, and crowd should be monitored. Then lockdown can be extended conditionally. Yeah, that is okay, but we are talking of how are they going to get money? People have been locked down now for a while, crying. Mostly those people that do business, crying, there's no money and all that. So how are they going to get the money? So, hello guys, I'm going to drop it here. What's your take on this? Please kindly leave your comment in the comment box below. Thank you very much for